Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am super excited for this video because I've got an indie makeup haul for y'all today. I put everything in this box here and we've got so many brands, so many new products to talk about and play with and do some swatches. And I'm just really excited about everything that is in this box. So before we jump into the goodies, I just want to say welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the very first time if you are new here. I'm so happy to have you. If you do not know who I am, my name is Amy. I just love makeup. I'm obsessed with it and I love talking about indie makeup. So if you're looking to learn more about small brands and just find out about brands you might not have heard of before and that excites you, then this is definitely the channel for you. So don't forget to subscribe. Let me know. Don't forget to comment if there's a new brand today that you have not heard of before. That's always like my secret goal. Definitely let me know and make me feel accomplished. I'm just gonna pull no rhyme or reason. So first I've got this little bag of bubble wrap here, and this is exciting because I never even got a shipping notification for this order and it just showed up. So I was like, ooh, what is that? And then I remembered about the purchase that I had made. So this is the new quads from Alíen Cosmetics. I bought these quite a while ago and they were super delayed for shipping just because of the pandemic, which I totally understand. I'm completely patient. I wasn't even thinking about them. I was just like, they'll come when they come, but they are absolutely beautiful. I really want to do a video on all of them, or like do a video of them all together, but I'm just trying to work time in. There's just always so many products and never enough time. So first we have the Angel quad, which I'll just take out the little sheet. Looks like this. This is so pretty. It actually looks like I could have done my eye look today with this. It's just a very soft kind of pinky berry quad. And also definitely let me know in the comments what you want to see first, what you're most interested in of this haul, because pretty much everything I'm talking about I have not done a video on yet, so that helps me make decisions and prioritize videos. So next we have the Dreamy quad. This one is super cute. This pan here looks a little funny, like there's a giant smudge in it and it looks like a different color. I don't really know what happened there, but overall this palette's so pretty. I love it. It has like a Tiffany blue, a periwinkle, purpley blue, and then a navy, and then this shimmer doesn't really excite me all that much, but the mattes in here are so pretty. And then there is the Wild palette, which this one was one of the most exciting ones to me. Look at this color story. Isn't that so pretty? And then last but not least is the more neutral one of the bunch. And I honestly only bought this because it was like, what's it called? It was like a better value to get all four. It was only like $5 more to get this one or something, rather than just buying the three that were more colorful. So I don't really have any smaller palettes like this. It's interesting. I think this shade looks really nice, so I will definitely give it a chance. So those are all from Alíen Cosmetics. All right, next is a new bronzer, and this is from Vesca Beauty. I really just had to Google Spaceballs because I thought the name sounded so familiar, but it's actually Vespa, not Vesca in that movie. I love Spaceballs so much. If you've never seen that, it's literally one of the best parody movies ever. But anyways, this is Vesca Beauty, and this is their Kiss by Soft Matte Bronzing Powder. And honestly, I grabbed this because I saw a few Instagram posts about it. I was intrigued, and it seemed like they had a really extensive line. I want to say they might have like 8 bronzer shades or something. It was really good. This is the only product they offer right now. I couldn't find that much information about them, like who owns them or anything, or if they're even independently owned. I would assume that they are, but they seemed like a cool brand. It says that they're vegan and cruelty-free, and it's in a range of shades designed for all skin tones. It says that it is made in Italy as well. So here's what the packaging looks like. It's just very simple. And I grabbed the lightest shade, which is called Kissed by Rio, and it is a pretty pale bronzer. I felt like the first time I used it, because I have used this one time just because I couldn't help myself, it was a little bit warm on my skin, but overall a pretty tone. So I will definitely use it more. Like I said, it was just a first impression. I've used it only one time, but I was super curious about this brand, and whenever I made the order, I want to say that I was able to get 10% off and free shipping for some deal or something. So now let's talk about BK Beauty for a moment. These are some of their brushes. These are all the face brushes I pulled out really quickly just to show y'all. I feel super like shocked that I am even holding these in my hands, because I made an order to BK Beauty, I want to say like the beginning of April, because they were a brand I was super intrigued by. They were created by the YouTuber Lisa J Makeup. I found her not that long ago, actually. I found her because she did a podcast with Erica Vieira, and I thought she seemed like such a sweet person. In fact, I don't know if it was just because I was super emotional at the time, but I teared up a little bit when she was explaining like the why behind BK Beauty, because it stands for beauty and kindness. And just the charity work that they do, I thought was really, really sweet. So I made a small order, because they are luxury brushes, and it was like my birthday gift to myself, and I've really been enjoying them. So I applied for their affiliate program, and they sent me the entire brush collection, like even repeats of some of the brushes I already had, which I was completely taken aback by. I was not expecting that at all. I just wanted to have like some links, you know? So I am super grateful. I've been testing these out pretty much every single day. I already have some favorites. For example, this one I bought myself, but this is the 101 flat foundation. That's not the name of it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the 101 brush, and it's become one of my favorite foundation brushes recently because it blends everything in, but it is so, so soft. And it's such a nice, I don't know, I'm putting it on my face because it's so soft. But anyways, I have been really liking these, and I thought I'd mention them today because they are a new product that has come into my life, and they are indie. Oh, and also they included their sponge as well, which I have not tried yet. All right, so next I have an order that I made, and this was actually during the Sephora VIB sale, and this is the only order that I made. It was very small. It was actually inspired by Hannah Louise Poston, which never happens basically, because I feel like she is one of those people who constantly talks me out of buying makeup, not into buying things, but I was super intrigued by this. However, I don't know if I was that intrigued because I still haven't used it, and it's basically because I want to do a video on it, like a first impression. But anyways, enough blabbering. I grabbed 2 products from Patrick Ta because I was super intrigued by these. So the first is the Major Brow Shaping Wax, and this is supposed to be like soap brows, but from what I understand from Hannah's review, because she does soap brows all the time, this was a little bit easier to use. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm a hot mess. It's nothing new to you. I grabbed the clear one. The packaging is really pretty, but it's kind of odd how it opens because the top goes over this portion, so you have to like hold on to the bottom and lift up, which I think is a little bit weird and inconvenient, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. So here's what it looks like, and it is like a waxy type of product you can put into your brows. I don't have that much to say because, like I said, I literally haven't tried it yet. I wanted to do a video on it, so I'm gonna do that soon. And then also because I don't know what's wrong with me, I grabbed the Patrick Ta, what's the official name of this? I can't, oh my gosh, that is so tiny. It says it's the dual-ended brow brush. It doesn't even look like the English alphabet because it is so tiny, or my eyes are just not that great. But I grabbed the brow brush because I wanted to have a really good brow brush to go with the product, because I feel like all the brow brushes that I have are just ones that have come into my life in kits or sets, and I never really specifically buy brow brushes separately. And honestly, I have to say, because I've already pulled this brush out before just to like ooh and ah over it for a minute, and then I put it back for my first impression, this is the nicest brush I've ever felt for brows. Like just like the actual feeling of it, it feels like not super heavy because it's a brow brush. It's very tiny, but it has a little bit of weight to it. It just feels so sleek. I don't even know how to describe it, but it feels really, really nice. So I'm excited to give those a shot. Again, I'm a procrastinator. Okay, so next I have a lipstick that I grabbed from Reina Rebelde, which is a Latina-owned indie brand. I definitely bought this because of She's Blessed X3 on Instagram, Stephanie. She's always recommending different Latina-owned brands. I feel like that's kind of what her niche is, and I'm always turned on to brands by her. So this is actually a collaboration with Viva Glam K, and if I remember correctly, I think she did a few different shades with them, but I grabbed the lightest shade like always, and this is the shade Alba Desnuda, which is described as a peachy nude. And it really is such a pretty shade. It's a chunky like little lipstick, and believe it or not, I'm pretty sure that this is the first lip product I've ever bought in this like kind of chunky packaging. Like I don't know, I don't think I've ever bought anything else like this. It's actually kind of convenient because you can like line your lips and then just fill them in really quickly. So this is a really beautiful shade. I guess because I'm already here, I can just swatch it for you. It's a really, really pretty light nude. It kind of gives me Velvet Fawn from Lisa Eldridge vibes, so I've been liking that shade. And when I looked on their website, there was nothing else that really super called to me, but if they came out with more products, I would definitely be intrigued to try them. And then also, I don't think I've mentioned this at all that I bought this yet, but I grabbed the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette, which is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I don't want to swatch it yet because I want to take an Instagram picture of it because it is stunning. Like, look at this. The packaging is beautiful. Like, you can say whatever you want about Manny MUA, but you can tell that a lot of hard work goes into his brand. Everything I've tried, I've been super impressed by, and not just impressed by the quality, but just like the entire experience of the product. The thing with this blush palette is that I bought it based on his video. I thought it looked like something that I would really like, and then I saw a picture of it like 3 days later after I bought it in like natural light, and I was like, what is that? I'm like, oh my gosh, I bought that palette. Like, that doesn't even look like the palette that I bought. So would definitely recommend for him to work about getting some more natural setup whenever he's launching products, because this looks so different than the palette that I thought I bought, and I'm really not sure how these two shades are going to work on me. I'm sure by the time you see this video, I'll probably already be working on my review of this, because I'm going to do face swatches of every shade and do a really in-depth review. Even though I'm a little bit late to the game. There's a beautiful satin shade here called Soleil, which definitely has my attention. Overall, it looks pretty, but the packaging is just stunning. So I'm so excited about that. And then also from that launch, I grabbed one lip gloss because I only own one other lip gloss from him, and it's actually literally right in front of me because I really like this one. It's the shade Dreamy. It's just very comfortable on the lips. So when he announced that he was coming out with a super nude shade, I was all about it. This is the shade Moon. So there's what it looks like. Looks very promising. I'm so excited to have a super nude shade in his formula. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice. Smells good. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes because I love a good nude lip gloss. In fact, I could maybe do like a battle of the nude lip glosses. This is what I've got going on so far of my super nudes. All right, so next I have a few products from Bitter Beauty to mention, and these are extra special because they were a birthday gift from one of my sweet subscribers, Kimberly. Thank you so much for sending this to me. It was just completely kind and generous, and I don't know what I did to deserve this, but she sent a bunch of Bitter Beauty highlighters, which are so beautiful. Pressing on these are absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can tell. They're so 3D. I'm honestly kind of shook. I want to say this was like their crystal collection or something like that. So if you want me to do a full video, let me know. I've got a few different products to mention here today that are singles, and I don't want to sit here and swatch forever. So just let me know if you want to see a full video on those because they look beautiful. In the package, there was a note that was from her, and then also a note that was from Bitter Beauty because she like directly sent it through them. And they said happy birthday as well. The owners did, and included a little freebie. And this is so cool. This is their Kaledioscope Glow Liquid Highlighter. It says Whimsical. And I mean, it's literally a little skull. I just think it's so interesting. I don't know. I love it. I kind of want to do a video of like the most interesting indie packaging because there's a lot of really cool stuff out there. And this is definitely the most, like, if you have someone who's kind of into like witchy, more, I don't know, skull things, like this would be such a cute gift. I don't know if it's exactly my aesthetic, but I appreciate the uniqueness, and it's kind of cool because it actually has like a little dropper inside this like kind of cap here. So let's just do a little swatch of this. I'm curious. All right, so it's kind of, it looks to be kind of like a soft purpley glow. It's very liquidy. I wonder if I need to shake that up more. It looks pretty though. Like when you see it hit the light there, but it doesn't look extreme. I could see myself liking that. Kind of just get like a duochrome highlight, but have it be really wet on the cheeks. That smells like something so sweet. Some candy, but I can never place these things. Some people have good noses and I'm just not one of them. Okay, so next I have a few more brushes, and these are actually from Scott Barnes, and I want to say I saw Rose and Ben do a tutorial where she mentioned 2 of these brushes, and then there was another one that I just had been looking at for a while. I was creeping on the website and there was some sale, and the 2 brushes I really wanted came back in stock. So I decided to make a small order to try these because they are very unique shapes, and I wanted to get free shipping, which is why I got 3 of them, because there was nothing really on the website else that caught my attention and that I would want to pay the money for, because like he has a really beautiful rainbow palette, but it's also like $80 and I'm just not about it. You can kind of see they're pretty unique. So the brush number 61 I've seen used as like a lid shader brush, and I just think it's such an interesting shape. I haven't tried these yet. And then the 63 is some kind of wing brush, and I think it's supposed to like wing out your eyeshadow. Again, it's so interesting. I could kind of see liking it on the lower lash line, but I don't know. And then number 62 seems like one of those really great crease brushes that gets right into the crease, especially if you have hooded eyes. So I was super intrigued by these. They are all synthetic fibers, and they're a little bit more expensive. They are, but they're so unique that I'm curious if they'll end up being worth it. I don't know. I've been super intrigued by unique brushes lately. So next I've got a few different sets of singles here. So I'm just going to quickly show you, and you can let me know if you want to see a video on them. So I have the new Terra Moons collection here, which here's what they look like. I mean, you can't really see, but they look super beautiful. I believe these are just like their regular priced eyeshadows. I think they're like $6 each or something like that, if I remember correctly. And these were sent to me in PR. So this one looks to be like a bluey purple shift, and then this one is, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Okay, I feel like I definitely need to do a video on these. And then there's a bunch of really light inner corner shades. I know they're probably going to all look like the exact same shade on camera. I'm not even sure how much they'll shift and how they're going to compare to their iridescent chameleons, but they look super, super beautiful. And then also, I made an order to Kristin Lee Cosmetics, and I bought one product, which is this Birthday Bash Multichrome Highlighter. Y'all are not ready for this. Like, you're not ready, I'm telling you. Okay, well, you can't see anything. I feel so attacked right now. So I'm going to leave a video on screen of what this looks like in real life, because I've taken multiple videos and I have stared at this highlighter so much. It is a multi-chrome highlighter, and it's seriously trippy how much it shifts, and it just looks so, so cool in the pan. I can't stop staring at it. It goes like I can't even speak. It looks so, so cool. I'm afraid to even swatch it. I know I should. Okay, I'm going to swatch it. I'm just going to do it. Okay, so it's kind of like golden, and in this light it has a little bit more green, but I know when I was looking at this in my dining room that it had a lot more red to it. So I'm curious to wear it and just see how it looks throughout the day. It looks so bland and neutral there. I swear the camera is lying. It is so pretty. So I'm so excited about that. I made the order just for that because I thought it was so, so cool. And Kristin Lee Cosmetics did let me know that they're a bit backed up. It took me a few months to get this order, which is not that big of a deal because, again, the pandemic. I know a lot of people are really upset about orders being delayed. And for indie brands, I feel like it's really important to show patience because people's lives completely got flipped around. And I'm not speaking specifically for them, but if you think about all the small business owners that are parents and suddenly they had kids at home like the whole time and they couldn't send them to daycare or school or anything, and they had to be a business owner and a parent at the same time, or like the shipping internationally, like it's super, super delayed depending on what you use, or brands couldn't get the pigments that they thought they were going to get at a certain time, and it just threw off their schedules. So I personally encourage extra patience and kindness at this time. I mean, I always kind of encourage patience and kindness, but extra this right now. So they also went ahead and included their new Spring Fever collection as PR, which I'm super excited about because I was like, oh, I have so many singles. I don't really need to buy anymore. The collection's beautiful, but I don't need it. And I talked myself out of it, but I can say looking at all of them in the pans, they do look really, really pretty. So if you want to see a video on the Spring Fever collection, let me know. So next, another thing that I received in PR is from Shine by SD Cosmetics, and these are super beautiful. This is their new Reserve collection. I definitely want to do a video on these. They are a Canadian Black-owned indie makeup brand, and I tried a few things. They sent me some PR before, and I was kind of just like it's okay kind of feeling to everything I've tried thus far. But when I saw this collection, especially in person, I feel like these shadows are so me and so like everything that I gravitate towards. They're beautiful, kind of lighter shades. A lot of them are super sparkly. Some of them seem to do duochromes. They look stunning. So Definitely want to do a video on these. All right, I've got one last brand to mention here, and this would be Farrah Beauty Cosmetics, which is super exciting because I've been interested in them for a long time. I hadn't specifically made an order just because I was waiting for a release that really called my attention and made me want to make an entire order, but they reached out to me and asked me if I would choose a few products that I would like to try for PR, and I was super grateful to get to give them a chance, especially because I don't think I've ever seen anyone else do a video on Farrah Beauty Cosmetics on YouTube. I'm sure it exists, but it just hasn't come across organically on my feed. So they included 2 chapsticks here, and I specifically asked for the candy corn chapstick because I just was super intrigued by it. I love candy corn. I'm not wrong, okay? I'm not wrong. It does actually kind of smell like candy corn. Has a little bit of vanilla-ness to it, but if I'm thinking about candy corn, it smells like candy corn. And then they also included a blueberry one as well, which I'm going to wait and try the candy corn one first before I open this up and see how I like it. And then there's also a gloss here, which I thought it was super cool that they do glosses because a lot of indie brands kind of just get stuck in like one product. Like they do all highlighters or they do all eyeshadows, and it seemed like they had a little bit of everything. So this is the shade Zurzura. It looks to be kind of like a pinky golden shade. The tube is really cool on this too. Like it's very interesting. I feel like it's not wanting to pull out a bunch of product, but there's what it looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. Kind of just like a soft kind of muted pinky gloss. Huh. I like that, and it doesn't look super sparkly or anything that I wouldn't wear. In fact, I think that would be pretty with what I'm wearing now. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you can see the golden kind of shift, but it's not too much because I'm weird about the levels of shininess in my gloss. I think it just actually looks really, really pretty. It's a thin formula. It feels really comfortable. So here is the Immortal Nymph highlighter. Super pretty. I love highlighters like that tone, like that soft pinky tone. Ooh, that looks pretty. Then here is the Stars and Stripes highlighter. I feel slightly guilty about mixing, but it looks like it kind of just ends up being a light white shade. And then here is the Oracle highlighter. This one looks a little bit more like it would be a blush on me, but that has a pretty shift. And then we also have an eyeshadow here, which is called Woodland Sprite. It just looks like a really pretty minty shade. Slightly rushing through this because I just got the batteries dying sign on my camera, which I never get because my batteries are amazing, but I filmed 3 videos tonight because I'm feeling in a good mood. So that is more of just like a satin shade, but I'm excited. I feel like those products look really, really nice, so I'm excited to give Farrah Beauty a chance. And that is everything for this indie makeup haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've picked up any indie makeup recently, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.